fetal position and, cry my eyes out or something. But instead I stayed, and on the way out, this lady, her name's Camille Velasco, she ran up to me and she tried to sell me life insurance. And then she was trying to explain it, and it's like, you have to pay $70 a month for like 20 years, but when you die, your family's taken care of. I was like, I don't want to take care of family when I'm dead. You know how it is? I'm 6 feet deep under. How would I spend $200,000 you're promising me, right? Well, there's a way to take care of your family while you're alive. So I showed her, and she jumped on board. Out of that, I took 7 of her team members to Ambition that year. And then within EC in 11 months on one Ambition, I think I got the golden bullet. Bring everyone to Ambition, to simulcast, to events like this. And something happens during that, something sparks, by all means, to catapult it. I won the A-list award. I didn't know I won until I got that phone call. Like, what, really? What's the A-list, anyone? And there it was. We got that award here, and that's Jerry Thompson. It's great. 3 years later, I hit national consulting because I just attended events, showed the plan, made sure other people were getting paid. Some people would say no, and I love Lindy Bush. She's my cousin here today. I want to put her on the spotlight. When I joined Ambit as a marketing consultant, I went to her house to show the plan. The whole family said no. Right. Great marketing. But when I hit national, she was the second person I signed up for my national code. That was like, yeah. So I'm glad she's in my national code now, right? And then through her, it's over, I think, 4,000 plus customers, thousands of consultants that went through on just one phone call I made. So it was incredible. 3 years I hit national, total 7 years, Ambit dumped $1 million in my bank account. OMG. It was just staggering amount, because you think of a lifetime as a teacher, it's just really crazy. And then, of course, besides, they gave me the yellow jacket, they gave me the most important thing of life. When I quit my job and so forth, and now it's just this. The struggle is real. This is life as a national, right? You just really enjoy the time there with the leaders. This is Chris Atkinson and Mike Guerra out there. Now the struggle is real. I had to pick the helicopter. I want the glass bottom or without the glass bottom. Oh my God, right? Should we go on a family vacation out of Florida on a cruise? Those struggles are real. Just out there. And then, on the 5-star trip, they ask you want to go on a catamaran or you want to go to the lilac farm. I'll take the catamaran. I don't know what a lilac farm is. I guess a bunch of flowers. Right? So you have to make those decisions now every day. Now with this Ambit energy, I'm so glad I didn't quit. This right now, one of the things I've always wanted to rent a horse for a couple of days and go hike through the mountains of Colorado. My son, he's scuba diving and he's only I don't know what it is. We take dolphin pictures, and right now I have 3 of the most beautiful children in the world. God's eyes and in my eyes, hands down, I have the most beautiful children in the world, and I have time to spend with them. Again, this is a couple 5-star trips, and if you don't have a 5-star trip, Ambit will give you enough money to make your own. So, so I've always wanted to golf with the kangaroos in Australia. I tried hitting them with a ball, but I couldn't. That's how we scuba dive in Australia. That's everything you wanted to think of and dream of, you can do with Ambit energy. And then I'm asking you guys, really find it deep inside of you. The minute you find that struggle, you want to quit, don't. Just don't. Talk to a leader, talk to someone out there, and come to a meeting. That one micro moment, that microsecond of decision you make is going to be vital. And by all means, plug along. Instead of apartment, this is my actual home. I took a picture of it a couple of days ago. I had a chance to buy a golf cart. I don't know, but it's a golf cart. So we built it here, and this is where my office is. This is where we raised our 3 children. Behind is beautiful Lake Louisville. So I remember seeing Steve Thompson's house there at Lake Travis with a little thing in the back, and you start living the life of your dreams. As Mike Segura said, the material things come and go. I know I can't take it with me when I go to my grave. But one thing I do want to let you know is that, one, I can't believe, the proud thing moment, I can't believe I didn't quit. On your deathbed or on my deathbed, I'm going to always look back and say, what am I proud of? And what am I going to regret? So one of the things I'm definitely proud of is I married my wife. I have to say that because she'll shoot me. I'm on TV. And then the third thing is that I joined Ambit Energy. There's something I did right. I've done crazy, stupid decisions in my life, some just straight up embarrassing to say, but now it's just Ambit Energy. I made that decision to even move on. It's been great. I'm so happy I didn't quit. It changed my life, and I wanted to change yours as well. Really, it's just A numbers and C numbers, right? You gather customers, you gather consultants. Ambit gives you this website, $75 system, and you just plug along. You just feed it customers and consultants, train the leaders, and make your business grow. And this is my most current family life. The struggle is real at the moment. My son Eli, I named him after Eli Manning and my twins, boys out there. I get a chance to wake up with them in the morning, feed them, change their diapers, and then even at night, we'll tuck them in at night, and we see them like as much as we can every day. I'm glad I didn't give up on my dreams, and especially and above all on my family. So create memories with them, and Ambit's going to give you a lot of residual income for that. I do want to end one note. Hey, if you don't do something different in your life, the same thing's going to happen. You want tomorrow to change? Do something different. And thank you so much for everything. All right. Thank you. I'm here to introduce the next guy. He's much handsomer than I am. He's got his awesome accent. So if you really close your eyes and talk to him, it's the sexiest thing, right? And then executive consultant, 5-star club member. It's just an amazing. He has a great story about traditional business, and he'll definitely tell you more about it. So Richard Layler, come on up.
Awesome music. Awesome music.
Here's two of them.
I got this one.
Okay, hey, you take care.
Thanks, man. Want to hear the music? How awesome is that? Hello there. How are you? Sorry, you didn't understand what I said then, did I? How y'all doing? Let me hear you say back, hello there. Fantastic, good job. Well, I got half an hour training to get in 10 minutes. All right, so I'm going to go real fast. So if you need to see something up there, take a picture. Also, I'm not going to be up here to motivate you. My job is to kind of tell you what to do. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Is that okay? Yeah. There's some good news and some bad news. You all right for the bad news? Yeah. Trust me, whenever I do the bad news, you can hear a pin drop. My first question for you, though, is how many of you in here graduated high school? I'm surprised. Every hand go up pretty much? Okay. Anybody not graduate high school? Actually, I shouldn't ask that. I don't see any hands up. Okay, good. One. That's fine. How many of you hold down a regular job? Right. Pretty much, whenever I ask those questions, it's pretty much 100% of the room. Here's the bad news part. Are you ready? 85% of you will quit your Ambit business. 85% of you won't be here next year. I have to ask the question, why can you graduate high school, which is 12 years of 9 to 3, and hold down a job doing what you're doing from 8 to 5 or whatever, doing all the things you do, maths, physics, chemistry, learning about vitamins and biology, vitamins, for those of you who didn't understand what I was saying. And yet all we do in an Ambit business is we gather a couple of customers and we help 3 people join our business and get them going. You've seen the business presentation, 3 who get 3, who get 3, who get 3, 2 customers each, and you can find success. Here's why you succeed at school and why you succeed in your job, because you all did, you all qualified. It's because you had structure and you had accountability. Who knows who this is? I went to see her a lot. You didn't turn up. If you didn't do what you were supposed to be doing, you went to see the principal. If you didn't turn up to your job, you'd be fired. In your Ambit business, see, recognize this from the business presentation? I love it and I hate it. Flexible schedule is awesome, but when you've been given a flexible schedule, you'll be flexible. Right? And you won't do it because you're your boss. Let me ask you a question. If you had you coming to your office based upon how much you turned up this week, would you be getting employee of the month or would you be getting written up? You don't need to put your hand up or answer that question because I know what probably most of the answers are. And what happens basically is because the reason why you don't turn up is because, I'm not saying you guys are lazy, you guys are all busy, but you're so busy you don't have time for an Ambit business. It gets hidden in there somewhere. 85% of you won't be here at the training next year. So here's what we need to do. We need to create, we've got a formula, right? It works at school and it works in your job. So why not take that formula and put it in your Ambit business? I told you I'm going to be pretty hard hitting. I've got 10 minutes. I'm going to be super fast. How can you create structure and accountability in your Ambit business? First of all, get an accountability partner. You hear that all the time. Get an accountability partner. You've got cross-line, you've got upline. You've got even a downline. It doesn't matter. That accountability person just needs to be someone who you're going to report into at the end of the day. together build a written list of people. I'm going to show you how to get structure in your business via your written list. And the written list is kind of boring, I know that. But once you've got your written list together of your 10 names, 20 names, 50 names, 100 names, and it should be 100 more, you've got the basis and the foundation for the structure in your business. So together, you're going to build a written list of people you want to show the business to. Not ask to join, show the business to. You're going to score the list using the Erica system. Basically, I'm going to go real quick through this. Don't worry about it being scientific. You're going to get an opportunity to see this again in the future, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But basically, everybody on my list, I'm going to see if they are, I use an Erica system, I'm going to see if they're entrepreneurial, and I'll give them a 3 if they're more than me. If they're the same as me, I'll give them a 2, and if they're less than me, I'll give them a 1. But I'm going to score them. I'm not judging them in any way, but I just want the good people to rise to the top of my list, because they're the people I want to call first. So David Biggs up here, he gets called first, and Eric Forney will get a call, but he won't be the first person I call on my list. Make sense? So here we are. Now, once you put this into an Excel spreadsheet, once you've got your scores up there, if you hit the top of the column up here, everything that's 15, 14, 13 will rise to the top of the list, and everything that's smaller will go down to the bottom, and those 10 people are going to be people you talk to. Your current week looks like this. All right? 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 8 to 6, probably more than that. What I'm going to ask you to do is on Sunday, not necessarily this time, but there's a reason why this time, and some of you know what that is, but on Sunday, get with your accountability partner. Pull down the top 10 names from your list. Get with your partner, again, top 10. We've already worked out how to get those top 10 names, okay? There we go. Then you're going to create the perfect invite for each person, write those invites down. Now I know a lot of leaders out here will have a good, nice, regular invite for those particular people, and that's fine. The way I train, and you can choose whichever way you want to do it, I like to sit with my downline, and I like to work out the perfect invite for that particular person, because I think the owner of a business is going to get a different invite than an 18-year-old. But it's, again, you'll hear different trainings at different times, pick which ones that you like. Agree on a time to make 2 invites a day, and this is where your structure is. 2 invites a day and 1 accountability call to your accountability partner that you've already chosen. I told you I'm going to go fast. So remember, this is what your week looks like, right? Currently, right now. Well, what we're going to do, here's where you planned your week. You're going to do a call in the morning on the way to work. And this actually is a little high. This is supposed to be in your lunchtime space here. You're going to do a call in the morning and a call at lunchtime. Maybe about 20 minutes, if that. And then down here, you're going to do your accountability call, which actually should be down here about 5 or 6 o'clock. So you've done 2 calls and 1 accountability call. All right. Make sense? Yes. Not hard to do. 30 to 60 minutes a day, every day, 5 days a week. Imagine starting your week knowing on Monday exactly what you're going to do all week. Because I know many of you will start your week going, you know what, I really need to do something with my business, but I'm so busy, I'll see if I can squeeze something in. But if you take your calendar like this and you plan it out before you start, then you know it's in there. It's going to get done. You've started your own business to make money, right? Okay, the following Sunday, right, you've gone through your week, you've done your 2 invites a day, you've got you with your accountability partner. The following Sunday, we're going to purge your list. We're going to go through the list. The yeses, we're going to plug into the same system. We're going to get an accountability partner. We're going to do 2 calls a day, 5 days a week. The maybes, we're going to get into a verification event on a 3-way call, and maybe the magazine or to a business presentation to get them to a yes or a no. And the no's, we're going to purge them. That's why we have something called a purge call, which I'm going to talk about in a second. We're going to purge your list because the following week we want to start with a nice clean plate. The one thing I cannot stand more than anything else is the same names coming up every week. He said he'd do it. He said he'd do it. I'm going to get him in the business. Oh, she'd be awesome at this business. We want to get rid of that. We want a nice, new, fresh name that isn't necessarily going to be great at this business, but really wants it. Because that's who you want in your business, not who you think is going to be good at it. Makes sense? Because I'm going fast. I know I'm going fast. And then what you do is exactly the same thing. You pull down the next 10 names that are on your list. Create your calendar, 2 invites in the morning, 1 accountability call. And you're going to do this week after week after week, again and again. Because we saw in the business presentation that all you need to do is get yourself 3 consultants and get 2 customers each, and you'll make $11,571 if you do that on 7 levels. 3 who get 3 who get 3. And if you've got structure, it'll duplicate. It'll duplicate. If you show up, who wants $11,500? Right? We usually see that number and we go, okay, well, yeah, that's fine. But no, if you do it this way, you'll get the 3 who get 3. So that's the structure. And the accountability, how can I create a disciplined environment? You can do it yourself, and some of you can do that. But what I've tried to do is to try to give you guys an environment that you can plug into. I have a call on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock before the national call called the Sunday Purge Call. And I will pick on someone. We call them our victim, friendly, nice friendly word. But we will pick on a consultant. And I will do that hour call with them on the call. And you will listen in. I got it. I got 1 minute. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this. Take a picture of that. Join us on the call. The call is getting more and more and more and more popular because what it'll mean is if you don't necessarily have an accountability partner, I'll be your accountability partner on the call. Okay, so you just pick your top 10 names with me. I'll be creating invites with that consultant. You can listen in and think, oh, I'm going to be speaking to my brother. I can use that same invite. I'm going to be speaking to my doctor. I can use that same invite.